From inside the State Champs Network studios in Southfield, Michigan, these are the 2019 MHSAA Baseball State Championships, presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. My name is Lauren Plant, and following some super dicey weather throughout the semifinals, Michigan State's McLean Stadium shined on Super Saturday. No delays and a lot of new faces on the final stage, and some familiar ones as well. Let's jump out of the dugout and begin with Division I. West Michigan taking center stage as we had Portage Northern taking on Rockford. Almost a decade since the Rams drove home carrying the state's top hardware. The Northern Huskies lost a tough one in extra innings back in 2015. Northern took out top-ranked Woodhaven in the regionals. 38 wins this season. Rams had the school's all-time home run champion in their lineup and a veteran squad. But, as is often the case, great pitching got both teams to the title tilt. They needed one more to get over the top.
I'm Gabe O'Neill, and let's get going with the opening game as two West Side teams faced off in the Division I finale as Portage Northern took on Rockford. Portage Northern, winners of 23 of their last 24 games, would get the offense going in the top of the first. With the bases juiced, the junior Parker Bray with the hot shot grounder that would score Tyler Hellickson, and Portage Northern led 4-0. The sophomore Xander Morris was on the mound for the Huskies. He would get Joe Kelly to go down swinging. After the opening inning, Northern still led by 4. They would increase their lead in the top half of the second. With runners on the corners, the junior Greg Lapatina reaches down and bloops it for the base hit. Jack Bethel would cross the dish, and Portage Northern is now up by 5. Rockford would finally get on the scoreboard in the third. Kelly with the grounder that would score Owen Cairns, and the Rams now trailed 5-1. Then, moments later, the senior Cody Sturkenberg rips the base hit to left. The junior Kellen Mail would come around to score, and after 3 innings of play, Rockford was down by 3 at 5-2. Morris would settle down after that. Here he gets Cairns at the knees for the strikeout to end the fourth, and it was still a 5-2 ball game. The Huskies would break it open in the top of the fifth. With runners in scoring position, the junior Gannon Andrews gets the base hit to left. Parker Bray scores to make it 6-2. And then Portage Northern would put the icing on this championship cake. As the Eastern Michigan commit, Hellickson sends the offering deep and over the wall and right for the 3-run home run. Morris went the distance for Portage Northern. 1 earned run on 7 hits, and here getting Sturkenberg to ground out to end the game. As Portage Northern goes on to win its first baseball state title in school history, 10-4 the final.
It means a lot. I mean, this is what we've been working for our whole high school career, and something we really wanted to accomplish. And for our last game to go out like this with this group, it's something special.
It's amazing. I mean, I love this team with all my heart, and just going out here to play another day with baseball with them, it just means the world, and trust every single one of them out in the field, and it's just amazing to be here with every single one of them.
I feel great. I mean, it's awesome to celebrate with these guys. I mean, these guys are a true family, and I mean, seriously, this has been such a smooth ride with these players. It's been the easiest year to coach, but yet we've worked the hardest. But that's because they wanted to work this hard, because this is their goal and dream, and they trusted our staff to do all that hard work. So it's awesome. And I'm speechless.
In Division II, we had a program that over the past 20 years found itself in its 6th finale, hoping for a 4th state championship. I'm talking about Orchard Lake St. Mary's, the Catholic champs with a solid bullpen and a great mix of youth and experience. Grand Rapids Catholic Central entered the postseason unranked, but ran it up during this run, outscoring good ranked opponents by wide margins. More timely hitting would be needed here if the Cougars were going to find a way to ground the Eaglets.
I'm Jenna Skelski, and here we go, the Division II baseball final between Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Grand Rapids Catholic Central. And we picked things up in the bottom of the first. St. Mary's would get on the board. The senior Harrison Pozak sends it to left for the base hit. The sophomore Alex Mooney comes around to score. They added another run and led 2-0 after the first. Grand Rapids Catholic Central was threatening with a pair on in the top of the second, but Nate Trudeau lines back at St. Mary's pitcher Brock Porter, who snags it to end the threat. More from the Eaglet offense in the bottom half of the second with bases loaded. It would be the sophomore Mooney coming through with the base hit that would drive in Ryan Dusang and Jack Mooney. That increased St. Mary's lead to 4, and they would be knocking on the door in the third with a pair in scoring position. Cole Sibley grounds it up the middle, the throw to home is off the mark, and that would score 2 more. Eaglets flying up 6-0 after 3 innings of play. We go to the top of the 5th, Grand Rapids CC with the bases juiced. Kyle Tepper with the fly ball to left, just deep enough for Trudeau to tag from third, and he would beat the throw. The Cougars now trailed 6-1. The freshman Brock Porter was dealing on this afternoon, going 6 innings, allowing 1 run, 5 hits, and throwing 7 strikeouts. Orchard Lake would get that run back in the bottom of the 5th. The senior Jack Mooney lays down the bunt, and that would get Grant Henson to score. Eaglets back up 6 at 7-1. Then in the 6th, another freshman contributing for the Eaglets is Nolan Schubart as he takes the offering deep to right center. He would end up on third with an RBI triple. Heading into the final inning, Orchard Lake St. Mary's was leading 8-1. Dylan Kark, who will play his college ball at Michigan State, came in to pitch in the 7th and would get Kyle Tepper to ground into the game-ending 6-4-3 double play as Orchard Lake St. Mary's goes on to win 8-1 for its first state title in 4 years.
It feels amazing. You know, junior year we lost in semis last year, and just coming back this senior year and last year as an Eagle, it just meant the world to win it and go out with a bang.
We're very proud. You know, we had a rough start to our season. We always believed in ourselves. We believed in the talent we had, but we just needed to put it all together. We needed some guys to step up leadership-wise, and we did. And then I think that's 27 straight games or something like that we're unbeaten, and to have it come to a culmination here at Michigan State with the state championship, it's pretty special.
We head to Division III now, and Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett found themselves back in Division III following a 2-year run trying to compete for a state title in Division I. They fell short of reaching the finals, but back in D3, here they were, the current Catholic League AA champs and a chance for its 5th championship this decade. Homer, on the other hand, had a heck of a time over the past few seasons getting into the Final Four, but this season hit their postseason stride and haven't looked back. Like a great coffee, strong and balanced are the Trojans. But the Knights were as battle-tested as could be, including solid wins against strong Division I opponents this season. The midday matchup was set. The Division III baseball title game, a good matchup between two proud programs. University Liggett very comfortable on this stage, trying to get one for the thumb in terms of rings this decade. 32 wins this season for Homer. They needed 9 innings to get past Pewamo, Westphalia. Were they ready to wrap it up again? Homer came out swinging to start the game. Bottom 1, bases juiced for Kyle Compton. He promptly delivers a 2-run double. TJ Vanderkull and Damaso LeBron score. Just like that, 2-0 Trojans. Homer wasn't done. Ducks on the pond and Logan King trying to stop the bleeding, but Jacob Wilson pokes a nice single to left. 2 more runs come across, and the Trojans had a 4-run lead after the first. Top of the second, Knights trying to get it going. Billy Kopicki singles to center. 2 outs now, and Knights getting aggressive. Kopicki with the steal attempt, but picked off to end the inning. Great throw by LeBron. Top 4 now. Knights Drew Zelenik singled and advanced to second after Logan King walked, but Butters was dealing. Nick Post frozen to end another threat. Butters had 6 strikeouts in the game, still 4-zip Homer. Bottom 4 now, Trojans with a man on second, but Kopicki came in to pitch for the Knights in the second inning, did a nice job here, striking out the next 2 batters, including Seth Dygert. To the 6th inning now, and it appeared Liggett was going to crack the scoreboard seal with 2 on, but not so fast. Alec Azar launches to left field, and it looks like it's going to drop, but check out this web gem by the left fielder, Dylan Warner. Ian Narva must have thought he didn't catch it. Instead, he gets doubled up at second, and that ends another night scoring threat. Homer is fired up about it. Bottom 7 now, and Butters trying to go the distance, but a scary moment here. Patrick Illich at the plate accidentally hitting the head with the pitch. This crack ricocheted throughout the stadium, but he'd be okay and continue. That was the end of Butters' day as he reached his limit. 6 scoreless innings. Vanderkool called in to close it out. Terrence O'Brien, however, walks, and the night still with life with 2 runners aboard. But it wasn't meant to be. Kopicki grounds out to end the game. Homer defeats Liggett by a final score of 4-0, your 2019 D3 state champs.
Graduating 10 seniors off of last year's team, a 37-2 team, 10 seniors, 7 pitchers, and most people wouldn't have thought that we would have gotten this far, for sure, and they did. And we talked about it before the game. All the talk was Liggett, and you got to beat their, or whatever, 5, 6, 7 state championships, and I say we just got to be 1 run better than them today, and we're pretty simple, right? First pitch strikes, lead off outs, get our bunting game going, play defense, and we made some outstanding plays. How about Dylan Warner there in the 6th inning? Laying, I don't know what inning it was, but game changer.
It feels amazing. Nothing better. Couldn't be more proud of my team. Because last year, that 1-0 loss, we just wanted it more. We wanted it more all season. I can't really put into words because it still don't feel like we've won a state championship. It means a lot. No, you see all the community that came out to support us today, and it just means so much. And we're so thankful to have a great support system in the community.
What an outstanding performance. So proud of you guys, having that walk back after a 1-0 loss last year, and guys saying unfinished business. Coach, this isn't happening next year, right? We finished the business today. Gutsy effort, hard work. Look at the community. Unbelievable what you guys have brought with you today. They're here for you, right? Win or lose, you guys left here as champions today. Right? Look at all the former players, right? This is for all of us today, right? This is for all of us. Everybody in on 3. Let's go, baby. Champions today, boys. Over strong, champions on 3. That boy TJ. 1, 2, 3. Champions! Good job, boys.
The nightcap this year at McLean Stadium on the campus of Michigan State University, given to Division IV, and another unranked team fighting its way into the finale. Saginaw Nouvel finished 6th in the Tri-Valley Conference West Division this year. Yet here they were with a strong senior class who willed their way to the cusp of the ultimate winner's circle. Monroe County's Petersburg Sommerfeld were the Tri-County champs this season, and this was their first season in the Final Four. Now, despite just a single senior, the Bulldogs had outscored their 7 playoff opponents 80-2. You heard me right. Back to East Lansing one more time.
I'm Kevin Czerzinski for this finale at the baseball finals in Division IV as Petersburg Sommerfeld took on the Panthers from Saginaw Nouvel. Petersburg Sommerfeld came in at 27-4 and would get on the board first with runners on first and second. The sophomore Brock Olmstead hits a single just out of the shortstop's reach. Brendan Defoe comes around to score, and the Bulldogs take a 1-0 lead. Same at bat for PS. They had the bases loaded. Brandon Tyler up to bat, and they put on the squeeze. Derek Clark comes in to score, and everybody is safe. After the top of the first, the Bulldogs led by 2. And the junior Derek Clark was on the mound for Sommerfeld and was shutting down the Nouvel bats. Sam Bartles, the victim of the swinging K. Clark threw 2 strikeouts in the opening inning. Let's jump to the bottom of the 4th now. Nouvel putting some pressure on with the bases loaded. But Clark rises to the occasion and gets the clutch strikeout on Jacob Berg to end the threat. It was still a 2-0 ball game. Jump to the top of the 6th with the bases loaded of Bulldogs. Clark doing it with his bat as he rips one into the right field corner, and have yourself a day, kid, as he clears the pass and slides in with a triple. Petersburg Sommerfeld cruising now leading 7-0. And Clark was still dealing on the hill. Michael Ellman can't catch up to the heat. He had the shutout going into the final inning. And the Bulldogs would add some more runs in the 7th. The senior Brad Maurer comes through with a pinch hit single to center. Mark Keller would easily cross the dish. A couple batters later, Bryce Smith wants in on the action as he swings at his first offering and ropes it to center, scoring Maurer and putting the Bulldogs up 9. Derek Clark went the distance, no runs on 4 hits, struck out 11 as he gets the swinging K to end the game. Petersburg Sommerfeld wins their first state title in school history, beating Saginaw Nouvel 9-0.
Feels amazing. It feels like we just won the World Series. I mean, I love all these guys with all my heart and just love putting in the work with them.
I preached to them from the first day of practice that we're going to win a state championship. So no stage, no matter who we play. On any stage, we went to Decatur, played under the lights. You know, we scheduled some big teams, and I just want to get them used to the big stage. And it was like, this was, you know, we're supposed to be here. They all thought we're supposed to be here. This is not too big for us, you know. And we just wanted to show that we do belong. And, you know, none of this was a fluke up until this point. So I just basically told them it's not a fluke, you know. We're here for a reason, but we're going to get it done. So we just wanted to, I really preached to them just coming out here playing loose and playing our game.
That is our presentation of the 2019 MHSAA Baseball State Championships. Hope you enjoyed it as we did putting it together. Big shout out to everyone on the State Champs production staff who put this show together. And remember to follow, like, and subscribe to State Champs on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We upload fresh content daily all year long. I'm Lauren Plant. Thanks for watching.